Hello and welcome once again, everybody, to Mech Warrior Online, the Supersmacky edition. I am your host, Supersmacky, and today I have a couple things going on. I've worked on a new outro and intro for the videos, just to add some branding, so to speak, for my gameplay and for Mech Warrior Online. Also, I'm going to be taking out the Viper C. Love the Vipers. This is not the hero variant, of course. I do own them all, but this C is a nice build. I recently changed the loadout. I was running 9 small lasers on it. It was pretty effective, but ran really hot. But I've gone to trying something I did on it before just to see what kind of results I can get. I'll go over to the mech lab real quick and show you what I'm carrying on it. As you can see, I have 4 ER small lasers in the arms. I carry a medium pulse laser in the center torso. Have the 4 machine guns and a ton and a half of ammo. It's worked fairly well in the past, but what you always have to consider with the Viper is they're a very light medium. That's part of why they're fast, and they have jump jets. You have to use all that to your advantage in whatever situation that you find yourself in. They're not really intended to stand still, although sometimes you'll end up that way. I will likely end up losing arms or some other components, but they are really good at harassing other mechs. They're good with this particular loadout at going in for a kill, because they have, if a mech has an open torso, you can use those machine guns for crit seeking. 4 machine guns, a pretty good amount of internal crit damage. They're good for chasing lights and certain other mediums like cicadas, things like that. And again, I do have the full range. I enjoy all of them, have different builds on them, but this is one of the ones that I just really enjoy playing. Now, some people will call this particular loadout weak. It can be in just a stand-up battle, but it's not if you play to its strength, the ability to hit and run. It's not necessarily a high damage producer. You just have to know when your moment is. So in advance, I apologize if I get wrecked. That happens sometimes, especially in this build. But let's go ahead and drop into a match and see what we can find. It's the middle of the day here on the East Coast, so it's hard to say exactly what I'll run into. Middle of the day, middle of the week, well, Thursday. Might run into some good matches, might not. For those that have watched my previous videos, I do appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of the channel and watching. And as I've said before, I encourage you to comment. I do take your feedback seriously. If you have any comments about audio levels or the videos themselves, please just let me know, and I will see what I can do to continue to improve the channel. Alright, so as you can see, we have us. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Assault. We're going into Domination on Mining Collective. It's a good map. And normally, if I had greater range weaponry on the Viper, this would be a good map for me to go to one of the high spots. What I may have to end up doing is chasing things down from the higher locations. So we'll see what we can get into. Take a moment for people to get in here. Now, what you need to know, I don't like domination. It forces a fight, but at the same time, you end up with a bunch of people who sit way outside of the cap area, won't get into it, think it's somebody else's job. It's just so it's frustrating. Alright, good. With some fairly fast other mechs. Now I go into the night vision at this point because the high contrast at distance allows me to see other mechs more easily. Not using my jump jets yet. Not time. Now I'm going into heat sink, or excuse me, heat sink.
UAV activated.
Wow, that was interesting.
Target acquired.
That was bad. So I am not staying there right now.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Took a little more damage than I wanted to right there.
Up the cheetah on the top. Can you?
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Sorry.
Got some coming around through F5, F4.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
What the? You really need to talk, guys, for fuck's sake. They're pushing us from both sides. We should push in the middle on Alpha.
Center torso critical.
That's bad.
Right leg critical damage. New target acquired. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
And he gets a good shot on me. But like I said, a lot of harassing.
Artillery strike.
I know what my team does here. Unfortunately, we're losing the fight. And the one guy was right. There's not a lot of talking going on. Not a lot of information being shared. And looks like we're probably going to get done in here.
Heat level critical. New target acquired. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
And that guy just kind of stood there and took it. Although
Left leg.
I think it's outnumbered as we are. There's not a lot that they could have done. I'll go ahead and give them a good game because it's all but over here.
Airstrike online.
what I could have done is, if I had realized that art sheet had on it, that probably might have changed how I approached him. But it was a good match. It was a good fight. I got to get into some stuff pretty quick. I think if the team had chosen a direction, they were pushing hard around the F5, F4 line there. If they had chosen a course of action to swing against them, that was a situation where they were a little too preoccupied, I think, with the center objective. Because the enemy wasn't. The enemy was doing its job as far as harassing and trying to get into it, trying to put us off balance. It ended up causing the team to be a little spread, and they were taking people out a bit at a time. So we'll try and get one more match in here, see if we can get some good gameplay. Okay. Apologize for that. Alright, let's go ahead and drop back in. Even though they aren't durable, or as durable as some mechs, they're extremely fun to play. You've got to keep moving. Like a lot of lights, like a locust and some of the other lights, if you sit still, you're going to be dead. And it doesn't take that much. They don't have the strongest armor. But I enjoy them. You got to play, even though it's a medium, it's only a 40-ton medium, you have to play it a lot like a beefed up light. It's kind of analogous, I guess you would say, maybe to a locust. If a locust had a mean, crotchety older uncle. There we go. Okay, I am going to go for Canyon Network because it plays to my jump jets. You're going to choose Domination again. Domination all the time. It's not really true. Domination is okay. I think it could be improved. I think one of the things that they could do is they could add some sort of incentive to get into the cap area. Right now, there isn't, other than stopping the other team from winning. But there's no, you don't get C-bills for it, you don't get experience. There's just no benefit really to getting in it. And I know some people say, well, all you have to do is shoot with other people. But if you look at the size of the circle for the cap area and the way it's laid out, somebody can hide in a spot, just like you saw in Mining Collective, and you won't see them. And then you have to go looking for them and kind of dig them out. So I think it would just be better if they could add some sort of incentive to it. I think you'd be more likely to see people get in. Imagine if Conquest, if you didn't get any kind of C-bill or experience for going to the cap points. Well, yeah, the caps would still matter as far as winning or losing ultimately the match, but you'd be hard pressed to get people to actually go into them, or a little more hard pressed because there's no benefit to it. Same thing in Assault. If you ever get into a position of actually taking the base rather than the fight it ends up tending to be, you just got to do something to encourage people to play the objective. I mean, it should be obvious, but just like in a lot of games, you used to see it all the time in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 2. There's no playing the objective. And especially in a team-based game, a team-oriented game, even if you're not speaking, there should be some sort of collective thought about what's going on.
Weapons online.
Okay.
All systems nominal.
In. I'm going to hang out with these other lights right now. Pop up here.
Target acquired. New target acquired. UAV activated. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Need assistance.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
I should have taken that already on my...
New target acquired.
Should have taken it on my front armor.
New target acquired.
They're pushing hard on the center.
Certainly have.
Right torso critical damage.
Great, I'm a walking stick. What do you need me? Kodiak.
Left arm critical damage.
I go to the center.
Go!
Take some damage.
That shut down.
Flag critical damage.
Need assistance.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
A little wrecked, but you gotta expect that with this.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. Target acquired.
Right here, coming around.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Push that hunchback, Bravo.
Destroyed.
And of course it was going to happen at any time. 341 points damage though. Let's look at how it's going.
Acquired.
We're not winning the fight again. We really need to push.
Acquired.
Which hotel in Delta 3?
Need to not worry about that mech that's over there, because right now the enemy's working on cleaning up what little what we had up there. And if you saw what was going on, there was a lot of just
Hotel Delta 3.
lights and mediums on the backside of that place. The Jade Kite.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Good shot there.
Critical damage.
He's all opened up. Takes a moment. It goes. If he'll shift over here and uses jump jets. I don't think he's going to though. Really needs to. Nobody's coming to him.
Destroyed.
No, and he's the last one. Well, we did what we could. we'll look at the ending stats here. That was a situation where I really couldn't abandon the middle. 4 assists, 1 kill, most damage, 341 points damage, 2 components destroyed, save your kill, etc. Let's look at what happened with the team. And here's some of the issues that we have. We had a Kodiak, only 172 damage, 74 on a Gargoyle, I believe that is. Night Gear only 196, a Nova only 70. Even though they have one person out, you look at those damage and you know what's coming. There's only so much you can do. So, we tried. I'd go for another match, but I don't want these videos to be too incredibly long. Again, enjoy the Vipers. If you enjoy that kind of light feel, but you want something a little beefier, Viper's a good mech for that. It was well worth the price to me to pre-order it. Really enjoy them. I take them out from time to time. There are better builds than what I was running, or different builds. It still runs a little hot, but again, I enjoy them, and I fully expect in a match like that that I'm going to end up probably dying or getting crippled. There's not a lot that I can do in a situation like that, especially if you're not with a team that's being aggressive and getting up there and supporting it. Again, that center was being held pretty much by lights and mediums, and our heavies were back. When they would push up, they were coming up in a bit at a time, and the team was getting picked off so that by the time they were pushing around, they didn't have any support left. It's always a bad combination. But once again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you spending your time here. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share and subscribe. Please also feel free to comment. Your questions, your feedback are appreciated. And as always, in all of your gaming, good luck and have fun. Bye-bye.